What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my videos and all of my content. Now, the Memphis Grizzlies uh, have set a franchise record with a win streak of 10 games. What a accomplishment as they defeat the Golden State Warriors 116 to 108. There's two stories that I'm going to talk about, but the main story that I think everybody needs to know. What's up with it, Swish Life? I see you in the building. John Morant is the Golden State Warriors, Steph, everybody. Although they did not have Draymond Green, but I don't think it really would have mattered because the Memphis Grizzlies are really showing that even without Dylan Brooks, even with them being shorthanded, even without them not having Steven Adams in the lineup, it does not matter. Uh, that's part of the story that I'm going to talk about in just a second. John Morant was sensational, okay? And he's sensational. He's sensational, especially towards the end of the game, okay? Um, you know, this is right, but you lost right now, okay? And more importantly, more importantly, they still got the win on you. And then also, what you also have to realize is that Memphis has won 10 straight, okay? And they're fourth in the West. So don't just look at them like, oh well, we're 2-1 against them. Oh, Memphis is not nothing to be played with. Okay, so you could sit here and take them lightly all you want to. That's why your asses got busted tonight. And this is another thing too that I need to tell you too. As big as Clay fan as I am, I'm gonna tell you like this. I told them not to try to rush Clay back. And they're trying to do that, and it's messing up the rhythm. I'm telling you, he's out there trying to, get his shots and play himself back into shape, and people want him to get back to the old Clay all quick and stuff like that. Look, you're gonna wind up messing up the rhythm. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Now, John Morant, 29 points, 11, 11 of 23, and was able to seal the deal within the closing minutes of the game, as he always does. Just loving the moment and seizing the moment like always. Look, he didn't need to do this, the other night. You know what John Morant the thing about John Morant that is so great about him is that even when he's not scoring, he could still be even an even bigger contributor without having to score 29. But when he needs to turn it up, he'll turn it up, you know? And I know people, it's hard for them to fathom a guy like John Morant doing his thing like this, but it speaks volume. Now, look, is this the playoffs? No. Are we playing for the play in and all that other stuff like we was last season? No. But I'll say it again. When you talk about the Memphises, hey, the Memphises, the Chicagos, even us. We don't want 7 straight. I'm talking about Philly. You know, but really, when we talk about Chicago, because Chicago won tonight, of course, against Detroit, 133 to 87 or whatever. But look, you can't go to sleep on a team like this. Memphis got a lot of young, hungry talent, and and these guys that are on that team. What's up with it, True Viking Queen? I see you in the building. Uh, Cowboys Nation, stand up. Look, we can sit here and try to counteract it all we want to, but whether you like it or not, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Chicago Bulls, the Cleveland Cavaliers, these guys these guys are young, they're hungry, they're talented, and they feel like they have nothing to lose. Let me just break it down, okay? The way that they played defense tonight was wonderful, and they shot the ball particularly well from 3 pointers because they were 14 for 34 from 3 pointers too. Okay, now let me take it back to the Warriors for a second. Okay, like I told you, I like Clay. You know what I'm saying? He's my favorite. He's my favorite player on the Warriors, right? But the thing about it is, like I told you, rushing Clay back, man, is the stupidest thing that you could try to do. I know. Look, he scored 17 in his game back. He had 14 tonight. Played 20 minutes and everything. And I know some people like, well, what's the big deal? He only played 20 minutes and everything. But if you really looked at the game, you'll see that he was trying to force his way. It's like he's trying to force his way back into the shape that he used to be in, and also it's messing up. It's kind of messing up the rotation. Steph Curry, he had a triple double at 27, 10, and 10, but you could kind of see that the rotation is starting to kind of you could see it, man. And I know some people are like, man, it ain't no big deal or anything like that. But see, with Clay, I'm not gonna sit there and have him trying to force his way back into shape all quick or anything because for one, you messing up the rhythm, and then two, also you're gonna wind up, God forbid, getting hurt again. Okay. Now, this was another thing that was good about Memphis too. We can't all just put it on Ja because it wasn't just Ja. Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't care what nobody said. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a terror on defense, man. Coming up with key blocks in the paint and also making just all out hustle plays, especially on the offensive rebounds too as well. Ty Jones, my boy representing Duke. He has 17 points and 8 assists, brilliant playmaking. And then also Williams had 17. He had 17 and 2. Uh, and Bain had 11, and Clark had 14. Just a brilliant display of sharing the ball because all of those guys were in double figures, and it wasn't like no little small numbers and nothing like that. 17, 14, 29, 13, 17, 11. You know what I'm saying? That means that these guys are really, really efficient. Like I told you, they shot 40, they outshot the Warriors from 3 pointers tonight. And on top of that, they out rebounded them and they killed them in the points in the paint, 58-40. So you said, I appreciate it, True Viking. um, for the most part, man, you gotta give credit to what credit's due to to Ja Morant. Um, Sensational play like always coming through, in the end. And is this something to build on? Yeah, absolutely. It is something to build on. If you don't really see that, then you're not really paying attention to the game. But it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with the Warriors going forward, man. Um, with with Clay being back and everything. And this is one of the things that I talked about. This is one of the things that I did not want to happen. Him coming back, you know, everybody's excited and everything, but at the same token, these other guys are like, okay, we've been here, we've been putting in work, we got this continuity going and everything. And then you have a guy who hasn't played in 941 days, and he's trying to still get figure some things out and everything, and it's not a good situation, at least in my opinion, you know. And I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to come in, y'all want to chop it up for a second. Hold on one sec. But John Morant, man, he's nothing to be played with. He's nothing to be played with, man. And listen, this is the thing. I didn't like John Morant when I first seen him. Um, well, I didn't know about him. Somebody kept telling me about him. They were like, "Yeah, man, you gotta watch this kid. In college, man, he's exciting to watch and everything." And I kept telling my boy, "Yeah, yeah, I look at him, whatever." You know, Never got a chance to really look at him and stuff. And I started hearing some stuff about him and stuff like that, right? So I checked him out. I saw this guy, man. He was he was out of in my opinion, he was kind of out of control. But at the same token, man, he had so much passion. You know what I'm saying? But dude could really rise for him to be 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". Like dude could really rise and had a little ferociousness about him. But I still wasn't sold on him. But I think the thing that really made me change my mind about John Morant, man, is the story of him and his father. You know what I'm saying? And how his father had him, working out, doing drills, right in at their home and stuff like that. And see, that's the thing. Like when it comes to guys like that, like John Moran and the Ball family and LeVar Ball and all of those guys, they didn't need, no fancy equipment and all this other stuff. Look, they were in the backyard. They had their little, they had their weight set. They had their basketball. They had, whatever. And all you need is, what I'm saying, just hard work and dedication. You don't need all the fancy stuff, and you don't need to be. John Morant is showing people just like much like Steph Curry, showing you that you don't need to be 6'6" or 6'7" or 6'8", like a LeBron or like a Giannis or anybody like that. As long as you work hard, as long as you work hard, and I think John Morant really needs to get his props. He's bounced back. He was out for a little bit, He was in that MVP conversation. You know, and see, another thing is like everybody thinks that the MVP conversation is just about how many points you could score or how much you could light it up and all this other stuff. No, that's not what the MVP is all about. It has, of course, it has a lot to do with it, but John Morant is able to impact the game even without scoring. I don't think people realize that either. He doesn't need to. When he put up 16, they still were able to win. Even with him only putting up 16 points against the Lakers, they still were able to win. And I know some people are gonna be like, "Well, it's the Lakers and all this other stuff," but still got to win. And more importantly, they set a franchise record of 10 wins straight. You know, I mean that's phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. But the the Warriors' kryptonite is John Morant and the Grizzlies. And it's going to be also interesting to see what's going to take place when Steven Adams comes back and when Dylan Brooks comes back. Now, uh, who is this? Yeah.
Um,
What's
uh,
going on? What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was sent here by a couple people. I'm just
Right.
I'm, I'm just gonna mention one because Scrub Zero, the dude
Mm.
that the other guy that's a Giants fan. Who yeah, I got referred to this channel by him. So shout out to Scrub. But
Yeah.
okay,
Are you a Memphis fan, man?
I any team, any
Wow.
team, any.
You
I'm
know y'all. You know y'all done won 10 straight, right?
I'm not a Memphis fan. Any team that goes against Jester 23, aka LeBron James. I call him Jester 23.
Oh, why? Oh, you don't like LeBron, man?
No, no, nah. He's not a king. He's a
Oh, really?
jester. He's a jester. He tap dances for the folks. I'm I'm just gonna leave it at that. But no, I'm not a Jester 23 fan. He's the reason I'm from LA and he's got me rooting against my Lakers. I'm a
Right.
diehard Kobe fan.
Oh,
I,
okay. You a diehard Kobe fan.
he came in, he came into the league when I was 5, so I grew up with Kobe. Kobe, 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 Kobe.
Right.
So I don't like what he's doing to Kobe's memory, taking his parking space, taking locker his locker, taking his basically trying to make LA his when it'll never be his. It will always belong to number 8 and number 24. It will never be
so
number.
so let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this.
Go
Okay, so
ahead.
like you a Kobe fan, right?
Yes, yeah,
And so that must mean you like Jordan too, right?
yeah. They're both in my top 10, top 10. They're,
Because
Yeah.
because check this out, Jose. See, a lot of a lot of people, a lot of people, like they'll sit there and they'll say, "Well, yeah, I love Kobe, but I can't stand Jordan," right? But to
Nah,
me, that doesn't make any sense if somebody says that, because it's like when you look at a guy like Kobe, okay, and you look at Jordan, okay, their games were so much similar. Now there were a lot of things that Kobe did that were differently than Jordan. I mean, not
like
you said
what
you
to be?
said you said you said he only liked Kobe when he passed.
No,
Um, nah,
no.
that's
I'm from LA. I'm from LA, so
yeah. He from yeah. Listen, and hey,
like
Jose. I'm gonna
dude,
tell you like this too. There's a lot of guys, man. Like I had a friend of mine. He he only thought Jordan was good, but he thought Kobe was great. A lot of people that come from LA, a lot of people that come from LA, they they think Kobe is way better than Jordan. Am I lying?
no, you're not lying.
they
You're
think
not lying.
they think Jordan is like below Kobe or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's because Kobe was a harder worker than Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. I know some people they're like, what do you mean? Da, 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 da. Kobe's work ethic was out of this world.
Yeah, unlike Jordan, Kobe wouldn't go gambling.
Um, well, John Wick, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? Um, Kobe was a better ball
Okay, that's
handler.
your opinion.
No, no, I got him.
That's
Yeah,
go ahead.
Kobe, Kobe was a better ball handler. Okay. Kobe, uh, he shot better from
Yeah,
outside of the perimeter. And you're talking to somebody that likes Jordan. That I like Jordan better than Kobe or whatever. But there were a lot of attributes that Kobe did that were a lot better. And I'm just being honest with you. And his work ethic was a lot more sick. See, Tim Grover, the trainer, said that hands down, out of everybody, Kobe was the hardest worker he had had. And Tim Grover trained D
Jordan is.
Wade, and he trained Michael Jordan.
Yeah, like Kobe would end the game. Go get on a helicopter 2 blocks away from the Staples Center. Go home
Yeah,
for 2 hours and then get back in the gym. He was a gym rat. Now, can I ask what your top 10 players list
my
is?
my
Yeah,
top 10.
yeah.
Well,
If you have,
see,
if you
well,
have,
see, like everybody that knows me. Okay, I go. I don't really go. I actually construct a roster, right? I go to my 12 to 15, but
okay, let's cut it
okay,
off.
look, I'm gonna
Let's
give
get
you
it
my
like that. Then.
yeah, I'm gonna give you my starting five. Okay,
All right.
everybody already knows it. They probably hear sick of me saying it or whatever, but my starting five is I got Isaiah at the point. I got Isaiah as my point guard. Okay. Then I have Jordan as my shooting guard. All right. I got Larry as my wing as my small forward. I got Dennis Rodman as my power
Mm-hmm.
forward. Okay, and
Yeah.
then I got Hakeem Olajuwon as my center. Now and then as far as backups, because I got to have somebody to back up each one. For my backup point guard, of course, I got Magic. For my backup shooting, uh, I got Kobe.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
and uh, for my backup wing, uh, I know some people they gonna trip out when I say this, but I really don't care what people have to say. And I got it for a lot of reasons, man. But I gotta go with my guy Kevin Garnett as a backup, and then I got Tim Duncan as a backup power forward, and then I got Kareem as my backup center to Olajuwon.
Wouldn't wouldn't Kevin Garnett be a power forward?
I
Not
got him at the three because
you're right.
Kevin, because listen, Kevin Garnett. If you look at if you look at how Kevin Garnett played when he was younger,
Yeah, you're right.
you see Anthony Davis. You,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about Anthony Davis before he started getting hurt. Think about it. Anthony Davis. People like Anthony Davis reminded a lot of people of KG.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I like Westbrook too, but I'm not gonna put I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching, but hey Jose, I'm not gonna put Westbrook above any of those guys.
Can I give you my roster?
Huh?
Can I give you my roster?
Yeah, I already know who you got. You got Kobe, you got Jordan.
No, no, no. I got Isaiah as my point.
Mhm.
Kobe as my shooting guard.
Mhm.
Larry Bird as my three. Tim
Mhm.
Duncan. Tim Duncan as my four. Hakeem
Mhm.
as my five. My backup point guard. Magic. My backup shooting guard would be Michael. My backup three would be KD. Kevin Durant, not Kevin Garnett. No offense. Uh, my four would be Dennis Rodman. Like you
Mhm.
said, my five would be Kareem. Again, like you said already. So, yeah, not that much of a difference between you and I.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I can fuck with you on your, on your team.
Well, you see, but see, I don't get mad. Like I don't get emotionally charged when if somebody said like if they have like LeBron in their starting uh like their starting five or something like that, I wouldn't get emotionally charged because I can understand. There's some people that don't even have Jordan in their starting five. There's some people that have like Steph Curry. I have a cousin I have a cousin, Jose, in chat.
Okay.
he thinks that he thinks that Steph Curry is the greatest ever. Like he think that Jordan, and listen, shout out to Turaf for TV, man. He came out with something today, and he basically said that Steph Curry said that he said that the Warriors could beat the '96 Bulls,
No.
the one with Kevin Durant on there. Do you think
Mm,
that do y'all think that that could happen?
no. 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 Dennis Rodman would be on Kevin Durant. Dennis Rodman would get in Kevin Durant's head. If if
No, even with today's rules.
and even Scotty Simpson, I mean Pippen, excuse me, Freudian slip.
Did you say Scotty Simpson?
Yeah, yeah.
He's something else.
I got a whole I got a whole list of players better than Scotty on my channel. Go check
Oh
it out
really?
at
Oh,
Seahawks Jose
you got a
Rodriguez.
channel. You got a channel, Jose.
Yeah, yeah. Seahawks Jose
Hey, y'all go subscribe to my boy. Is Jose Rodriguez, right?
Seahawks Jose Rodriguez.
Man,
Seahawks.
drop it. Hey, put your link. Put your link to your channel in the chat.
I
I,
will.
yeah, I like to give people they shout out their channels here. If you have a channel, man, I let everybody know
I
where they
appreciate.
can find you.
I
But
appreciate.
go ahead, continue with
Yeah,
saying what you were saying.
but I forget. I got a whole list of people better than Scotty Pippen because Scotty made me mad when he made those comments about uh, Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson in his book. So yeah, that made me mad. Not gonna lie, that made me mad. So I called him Scotty Pippen instead of Scotty Pippen.
Man, Scotty, man. The only thing that made me upset about him, man, is the fact that we all know what he was trying to do. He was trying to sell a book.
But dude,
And,
you don't
you
have
know,
to throw the people that made you under the bus like that and say Michael was an asshole. Of course Michael's an asshole. Everyone who wants to win has a little asshole in them.
I mean, and listen, at the beginning of the Last Dance, Michael Jordan had basically said that without Scottie Pippen, there would be no championship. I mean, he already gave him his credit, and this is another thing too. You came all this. See, how I know everything that he's doing. You did all of this to sell a book, and not only that, you weren't even there for Michael Jordan when his dad had got killed.
Right.
You didn't, you weren't there for him and everything like that. So if I'm in the trenches with you every day, I'm going to war with you every day. I'm your teammate. We sitting on the plane, we on buses, we on long rides, you know what I'm saying? We always pretty much together. You trying to tell me that you don't have anything to say to me, Jose, that pissed me off more than anything. Aside from the basketball shit, just you being there as my teammate.
No, I agree with you.
Hey, Jose, put your link down in the chat. for True Viking so she could sub to
I'm
your
about
channel.
to. I'm grabbing the link now. It takes me
Okay.
some time because of my disability. So
Yeah, it's all good, man.
give me a
Um,
couple, give me a couple of seconds, and I'm grabbing the link now.
it's all good, man. Yeah, I gotta yeah, but all of that, all of that, man, like that stuff that you said, and you saying you telling people that uh you know you were better than him. Now, is in some things, could you say that Scottie Pippen, they use him uh, a lot more? Yeah, in terms of him, the playmaking aspect of things. Okay, Scottie Pippen, that's what his duties was, and he was, the defender, the primary defender too as well. But even that, I can argue that too, because Michael Jordan did play lockdown defense in his earlier years. It was just that this guy was doing so much or whatever. He was eventually gonna have to get some help.
Right.
It couldn't just be Jordan exerting himself time and time again. Because if you go back and you go look at how Jordan played, and people want to talk about, oh, you know guys being reckless on defense and all over the floor. Jordan was all over the floor playing defense, grabbing rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Hustling. Da, 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 da. If you go look at them North Carolina days and go look at the early Chicago Bulls days, he was all over the floor.
And he had no help. He had no help. One, that's not true.
Yeah, half the team was. I mean, the majority of the team, Jose, was on drugs.
I think we should.
Man, all them guys was on coke,
Uh,
man.
I think we should say allegedly. just, to,
Yeah,
just
but
to be
yeah,
safe.
pretty much the whole league, man, was drug infested until David Stern started to, he started to clean it up and everything. So Jose, I walk into the locker room, right? And I'm coming in from North Carolina playing under Dean Smith, used to running suicides if I miss a free throw or something like that. I'm used to practicing, with guys like James Worthy and stuff like that. I'm coming from a prestigious organization or whatever, or not organization, a prestigious
College.
college in the ACC, cream of the crop, to a, a an organization,
A circus. A
a
circus.
circus of
Uh,
guys that drink on the regular, snort lines on the regular, fucking prostitutes on the regular, don't even care about working out or whatever. I'm sitting up in here, I'm putting up 40, I'm putting up 50 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not hustling on defense.
right. No, I agree with you. You
Oh,
needed a.
you
You,
said, hey, true Viking, you up in there watching Martin? Uh,
no, I agree with you. I'm just
yeah.
saying. I'm just saying. In the late '90s, so Michael Jordan did get all the help he needed. He had a freaking all-star team with Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr, Luke Longley. The last years of Kobe's career, he
Hmm.
had, the only thing he had was Pascal, who I call the Pillsbury Doughboy. Because as soon as he got touched, he would give up the ball. As soon as anybody got physical with him, he would get soft.
Yeah, yeah. He and see that was another thing too, man. Jordan molded to me. You know what I'm saying? This is just my opinion, man. Jordan molded Scotty mentally. You know what I'm saying? Now look, okay, was Jordan a perfect teammate? No, he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Jose, and listen, True Viking, and everybody that's listening. A, a lot of the guys, like the big CEOs and the corporate CEOs that you talk to and stuff like that, you might think that these guys are so nice and sweet to their guy. No, they're assholes. Like Steve Jobs, God rest his soul. Look what he created. But Steve Jobs was, you know, he wasn't a likable person.
Or like the
You know what I'm saying?
or let me give you another example. The late owner of my Seahawks,
Yeah,
Paula, Paula Allen,
yeah.
wasn't the nicest guy ever.
Hmm.
You mellowed out when he got older, but in order to make millions with Bill Gates, you gotta be an asshole.
Exactly, exactly. Like, man, I'm trying to give another example. Uh,
I'll give you another example.
no, shoot.
Let me help you out, follow.
Go ahead.
The late great Jerry Buss. May,
Yeah,
may, may God rest his soul.
yeah,
But he was an asshole.
I heard about that. Jose, I couldn't believe that because when you would look at Jerry Buss like on the TV, he always had a smile and stuff like that. But they said like, man, behind the scenes, man, this dude was ruthless.
Believe me, I'm from LA. I know the stories.
They just like what's the name? They said what's the name? Jeff Bezos. He's shrewd. He's a shrewd businessman.
Yeah, no.
Uh, they said of course, Danny Ainge. He's a shrewd businessman.
No,
Mark, huh?
I think Danny Ainge just knows who to kiss up to. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
Cause
and then
look at the jobs he's gotten with the Celtics, and now with he just got hired somewhere else. I can't remember where, but
hey,
it's like, dude,
hey, Jose, True Viking laughing at what you said about about Scottie Pippen, man.
nah. I said that about Pakistan.
I mean, yeah, my bad. Power Gasol, my fault. I'm tripping. Power Gasol.
You're good. You're good. You're good. But yeah, he's the reason they. He's the reason we didn't beat the Celtics in '08. We could have had a three-peat. Kobe could have had 6 rings instead.
But but you know what though? You know what though? If listen, I know this is hard for some people to for them to take this. if Andrew Bynum would have kept his head on straight, man, and would have really stayed focused, dog, y'all could have had a lot more championship. Man, Andrew Bynum was starting to emerge as one of the great big men.
Andrew Bynum, I met Andrew Bynum. He was a good basketball player, but he never loved the game. He
Yeah,
never
he didn't.
loved the game. He he used the game to make money, which is good for him, but he never loved the game. He loved the money.
Hmm.
And that's the honest to God truth. Because shout out to the comedian George Lopez. He got me he got it hooked up to where one night after the game, I got to wait in the tunnel for
Hmm.
the Lakers to come out, and I got most of their autographs except Kobe and Lamar Odom, who was with,
Man,
who
and see,
was,
that was another guy. What did you think of Lamar Odom?
I thought, well, with the crazy thing is, when he was with his ex-wife, who was famous, I met her. I
Who,
thought,
Chloe?
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
I met her. I thought she was a. Can I curse on here?
Yeah, man.
I thought she was a bitch.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
she was a bitch.
Cause I
Like
think, cause I
I'm
know
not, I'm not gonna.
On Carcino channel,
Yeah,
we can't really curse.
yeah. Shout out to Cino. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already. Yeah, but yeah, Chloe was a bitch, and then I was waiting around to get Lamar's autograph, and he ran. And the crazy thing is, I was supposed to meet him the day he got married,
Right.
and I only ended up. It was supposed to be him and Ron Artest doing an autograph signing, and Ron Artest is pretty cool. Shout out to Ron Artest because I was he came out. I expected a tough guy that wasn't gonna say much. And, yeah, he act,
Hmm.
he actually had a conversation with me and asked me. So what do I do to need? What do I need to do to succeed in LA? And I said, easy, just help us get another ring. He's like, that's all? I'm like, yeah, that's all. And so I went back the next year to meet Jordan Farmer, and the owner of the store said, what happened? And I was like, what do you mean what happened? And he said, we thought Ron Artest was going to be more friendly, but the only person he had a conversation with was you. I'm like, really? He's like, really? I'm like, oh, shit, that's cool.
Yeah, he's a down to earth dude, man. Like, everybody think he's like how he is. A lot of them guys, man, they just be down to earth. Salute to you, Jelly Bean. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the boy Jelly Bean 4280.
And I'm putting my link in now, so give me a
Yeah,
second.
y'all. I'm finna go ahead and I'm gonna shut this thing down on Jose, but make sure y'all go subscribe to the boy Jose, man. Hey, make sure you put your
Seahawks,
link in there, Jose.
Seahawks,
Um,
Seahawks Jose Rodriguez. Just look it up. It's The
I'll give you a second to put it in there and
I
everything, man. But
thank you.
make sure y'all go subscribe to the boy Jelly Bean. I'm finna go ahead. I'm gonna shut it down for the night, y'all.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all pull up tomorrow for the NFL prediction. I didn't do it today, man. Had a lot of things going, but I still haven't forgot about the predictions and the picks, man. So we definitely gonna get it on and popping tomorrow, though. But
I
man, I
pull up.
appreciate you. Appreciate man Jose pulling
Thank,
up out of the blue, just out of nowhere, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel.
thank you for
Um, and to the
thank you.
man Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment, man. Appreciate you pulling up, Queen True Viking, Andover Sandlot, John Wick, all of y'all, man. Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment, man. I'll get at y'all later.
Thanks for having fella.
Uh huh.